Good morning, students. Today we are going to start chapter 6, The Making of Scientists, from the book Footprints Without Feet. And before starting the chapter, just tell me if we want to be successful, what we have to do. Yes, hard work, dedication, and preservation. So students, the same kind of message given in this chapter, that how perseverance, dedication and hard work leads to a successful life, and with these things, only with these things, a person can reach on the top of the world. In this story, it is a story about Richard Albright, who was a great scientist who was famous for his work of cell. He had done discovery on cell and the studies on DNA, and he became famous for his studies in science. It is written by Robert W. Peterson. Robert W. Peterson was an American author, and he has written this biography in detail of Richard Albright, a great scientist who had done work on cells and the theory of cell and study of DNA. Let's talk about the main characters. Here are 5 main characters in the story. Richard Albright, who was a great scientist, he became successful in life with the help of his mother. Richard's mother, she is the second character. She is a true companion of her son Richard. Dr. Frederick was a scientist. He has also given advice to Richard when he read the book The Travels of Monarchs. After reading that book, he went to Dr. Frederick, who was a great scientist, and he helped him a lot. Richard A. Verrier is his social studies teacher, who helped him to make a good debater and a good speaker in life. James R. Wong is his companion, his friend, who has done work with him on the theory of cell that became famous after that. So students, now let's read the chapter in detail. First of all, we will start with his first success. Richard's success at young age. It is written here that at the age of 22, a former of Scout of the Year excited the scientific world with a new theory that how cells work. The theory given by Richard Albright that the cells work. This article was published in a journal that the name of that journal is Proceedings of the National Academy of Science. At the age of 22, his article was published in the journal Proceedings of the National Academy of Science, and it was the first time in the history that an article of a student was published in that journal. So it was a great success for Richard and his friend as well. He was a collector from childhood. He was the only child of his parents. His father, he lived with his mother, and he used to collect things, fossils, coins, and so many other things, stones we can say. It is his hobby. After that, he started collecting butterflies. His mother, a true companion, Richard's mother, who was a true companion for him because they both live in the house alone, and she used always encourage him to learn new things. Whenever he was free, he used to sit on the dining table and her mother asked him new innovative questions so that he can learn better in life. After that, reads The Travels of Monarchs. It is the name of book, The Travels of Monarchs. It is a book read by Richard. It was given by his mother, and only after reading he became interested in science. Earlier he was not interested in science, but only after reading this book, Travel of Monarchs, he became interested in science. And after that he met Dr. Frederick, who helped him a lot to do the work on cells. He started study on cells. Richard raised monarch butterflies. Here Richard had started collecting butterflies. When Richard had started collecting butterflies in his house, in a room, he used to collect butterflies, female butterflies, and he kept their eggs with him, and then he tagged their wings, tagged the wings of the butterflies, and he has collected so many butterflies in his house. Friends, after that Richard enters county science fair. Then he enters from school to the county science fair. He had done experiment. He had done slides on frog and presented in the fair, but he didn't win any award because it was not a real experiment. Then he thought that he should do any real experiment, only then he can win any prize. And then he took advice from Dr. Frederick, and then Richard's 8th grade project. When he was in 8th grade, he has done a discovery on a viral. With the viral, so many butterflies were dying with the viral fever, and then he carried out an idea that a beetle that may carry a virus which kills so many butterflies. It was his in 8th grade project, and he won prize for this project also. Richard went at county science fair. At the end, when he went to the county science fair, there he had given an experiment on the butterflies. That was on monarch. These are the types of butterflies, viceroy and monarch. These are two types of butterflies. He has done experiment that viceroy copy monarch. Why? Only to protect themselves from the birds. Because birds do not eat monarch butterflies. They only eat viceroy butterflies. So, what did he do? Viceroy do? They copy monarch and they keep themselves safe. This was a great success for him in the life. So students, after that Richard's discovery on hormone, he was curious to know that why there were only 12 gold spots on the petal of a butterfly. Then he and his friend, they made a device that tells the people that these spots are very necessary for the full development because they produce hormones. These are very necessary for the full development of the butterfly. And this project won first prize in the county science fair, and they entered now in the international county science fair. There, after that, he continues his research on monarch. Here he had started his research on that spots that are very necessary for the full development. He had grown a cell from these spots. Now he had told that these hormones are very necessary. These spots, they produce hormones. Hormones are very necessary for the development of any bird or any animal. A new idea came to his mind on the study of cells. From here, he has started working on cell. Richard's study of cell and DNA. After that, he had made a discovery on cell, that how cell works and DNA works. He and his roommate, they both written a new theory that tells us about everything on cells, that how cells work and how they contribute with the DNA. Then Richard's glory at Harvard University. He was now in Harvard University and he got second position in graduation from the 1500 students. He was now a graduate student and he had started making new discoveries on cells. New studies, discoveries on cells, that how cells work in different birds and animals. So we can say that he was an all-rounder, he was a great student also, he was a great son also, and he was a great debater and a good speaker also. And his social science teacher, Dr. Richard A. Weller, who also praised him for his works. And he was a true scientist. We can say that because he wanted to win for the real experiments, for the right experiments. He never copied anybody. That's why we can say that he was a true scientist and an all-rounder.